Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now this week we actually have a small amount, but in a big way this week. First up we have the Battle of the Monolith, which is the following of the events of the Azanadra's quest. So if you haven't done that, you're missing out a little bit. Go do that, but come back to it, to this. So for the first part of this stage, is going to be towards the Archaeology Guild, actually. And the audience of this is the Looming Shadow of the Monolith. So from now until June 21st, you'll be able to take in a part of the biggest battle Gilnor has ever seen. Over the next 4 weeks, we get a front row seat, so take part in this Battle of the Monolith. So you want to sharpen your swords, craft runes, knock arrows, whatever you need to do. But the first week battle is playable right now at the Archaeology Guild, so you want to check back each week to catch all the action. And there's a nifty little XP buff for those who participate in the battle while it's live, of course. And courageous warriors will be rewarded with a mysterious shard at the end of the event. So who knows how that will have an impact later on with the Elder God Wars. And I would strongly recommend doing it because, just like a lot of the world events, this kind of stuff is, limited to just these events. There is only one world event where you can still kind of go back and play some of this stuff again, and that was with Tuska. But again, there is certain things that you can only get during that time, so do check it out. And as promised, Guardian's Gift is this week, so for those who are wondering what the Guardian's Gift really is, so it's part of the login lockout, kind of make it up to us type deal. Now, for people who have been locked out for an extended period of time, they get a 400% charge on this device. The normal amount of time for the people who were locked out, well, the average locked out time frame, they will be getting a 300% charge rate. And anyone else who was not locked out, so basically people who were not locked out at all, we actually still get something, which is very generous. They're still giving us a 100% charge. So if you're not familiar with this, we talked about it last week with the TLDR video. There's different wishes you can select in it. You can select them, use them as often as you want. Some are a little bit restricted as far as like the double XP thing goes. You can go ahead and use your double XP part of it pretty quickly, but it only allows you to have the double XP buff once per hour. Reason behind that is this way people don't have all your charges poured into the double XP, not being able to pause it and then miss out potentially because of some sort of random thing. They don't want people to miss out on any XP. So that's why that's like that. Everything else, go right ahead, use freely. The resets for like the D&D stuff, if you want, you can actually just keep using them over and over. There's no restriction how many per day, unlike the items that actually reset the distractions of diversions. Lastly, this is something they mentioned, whether it actually is today in the update or not. Hopefully it still is. It is supposed to be a bankable item, so you are able to bank this item. So for example, let's say you're going to be working on getting Ancient Invention unlocked. Get that unlocked first, then come back and use Guardian's Gift to get the max potential out of it. If you're not planning on, using it for invention, by all means, just make sure you have everything unlocked that you want to unlock before you go to do this. It's pretty simple as that, because you can bank it, so keep that in mind. There is some Jmod live streams, so Tuesday, May 25th at 1600 game time. JVM Part 1, so this is Jmods versus Monsters. So this is how their take on early steps on journey for PVM recruits to PVM masters. So drop by and give any tips for either the Jacket staff or your fellow scaper. And then Wednesday, May 26th at 1600 game time is the Leads Q&A. So they've rescheduled and ready to rumble with a Leads Q&A. The RuneScape team will be leading and answering all of the burning questions. So it is, of course, one to check out. There is going to... I'll have coverage on both of these. It's just the May 26th one will probably actually be uploaded on the 27th. Because that is the OSRS update video. However, we have the event spotlight, which is the Skill and Chill Bondathon. So last week, a number of the community members came together to host a Skill and Chill Bondathon in aid of the charity partners. They raised about 1,500 bonds. That's quite a lot of bonds. And giving them away during a 15-hour live stream. So that's awesome to viewers to spend on the meditation bundle in-game to support mental health awareness. So it's a win-win, you know, you get stuff, they get stuff, everybody wins a little bit in that one. Huge thanks go out to Mustang FMA, who donated over 1,000 bonds to the cause. That is very generous, very generous. But here's a group picture of some of the different contributors, or if not all of the contributors, but awesome job, everybody involved. For those who donated bonds and for those who purchased and just all who supported in general. Even if you just showed your support by being there, because that alone is support. Also, for the Creative Corner, we have something here by Presleek. So, it is a nice little art of some of the matriarchs. Presleek always has an interesting comic going on. And we have some Scaper screenshots. Don't forget, if you want to share them and join this community, go to the discord.gg/TFVXE22. First up, we have a samurai outfit here by Jenna. Very nice. We have a nice piratey theme here by Red Kraken. And then we have a nice little, I want to call it, I don't know what to call this outfit, but it is pretty nice. It looks like a very royal-esque kind of outfit by Dr. Smith. And then don't forget, we have the community corner with the Pink Skirts event. This time they will be having an event in the Town Square Q&A hosted by Princess Ray. So volunteer mods and veteran players will be there to answer all questions and in-game queries and just generally hang out. Bring your questions to the West Rock Bank World 3 this Saturday, May 29th from 2300 to 2359. And community shout out is to the Sportscape community. So these volunteers go the extra mile to help their fellow players with mental health, which is always fantastic. And then we go up to the top here, and this is going to be the first for a long time. There's no patch notes today, guys. So the Jacket staff, they're actually working out, identifying different bugs that need squashed and different quality of life. So they'll be returning with some more patch notes in the future, but they're just going to take a break this week from that. But that's actually it for this week, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.